I have a Frigidaire leq2152hs0 dryer. When we press the start button, it only beeps 3 times and won't start. The only cycle it will run is delicate. There is no datasheet inside the door on how to put it into diag mode. We pressed and held the option select to see if it was locked. It worked the first time, but now it's doing it again and we can't figure it out. Thanks, Erik.
Hi, my name is XXXXX XXXXX. I will be helping you today. In order to help you better, you will need to do a diagnostics test to see if it turns anything up. Do you have a digital screen on your dryer or just LED lights? 1. Rotate the cycle select knob to the 3 o'clock position. 2. Press and hold the select and pause cancel buttons simultaneously for 6 seconds. 3. Immediately after, press and hold the start and pause cancel buttons simultaneously for 4 seconds. 4. Rotate the cycle select knob to the 2 o'clock position. The status indicator lights will flash the number of times for the first digit of the code, and the start indicator light will flash the number of times for the second digit. The code is obtained by counting the number of times the lights flash. Example E24, the status indicator lights would flash twice indicating the 2, and the start indicator light will flash 4 times indicating the 4. The status indicator lights and the start indicator light will start flashing at the same time. The control will then pause for 2 seconds, then repeat the code. Troubleshoot the problem by using the chart on by Shopping Sidekick next page. To move to the next code, press the Options button. To clear code, press the Select button. To exit this mode, simultaneously press and hold the select and pause cancel buttons for 6 seconds to reset. Better and good models, note, a letter appearing in the code stands for a number higher than 9. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, D equals 13, E equals 14, F equals 15. Example code E4A, the first digit would be 4 and the second digit would be 10. If this code would appear on a washer in the good model line, the status indicator lights would blink 4 times and the start indicator light would blink 10 times. Error code fault condition action E10 communication failure. Clear code, exit mode and start dryer. If the error persists, replace the control board. E11 communication failure. Clear code, exit mode and start dryer. If the error persists, replace the control board. E12 communication failure. Clear code, exit mode and start dryer. If the error persists, replace the control board. E24 shorted control thermistor. Remove wires from the control thermistor. Measure resistance of the thermistor. If the reading is not 50K, plus/minus 10%, replace thermistor. If the reading is within 50K, plus/minus 10%, check wiring between thermistor and electronic control. If good, replace electronic control. E25 open control thermistor. Remove wires from the control thermistor. Measure resistance of the thermistor. If the reading is not 50K, plus/minus 10%, replace thermistor. If the reading is within 50K, plus/minus 10%, check wiring between thermistor and electronic control. If good, replace electronic control. E4A the drying time has exceeded program, press pause cancel and select buttons for time for that cycle. 6 seconds to exit test modes. Position cycle selector to normal, temperature selector to high heat and touch start. Check for anything that would extend dry time such as no heat, restricted vent, blower fan blade broken or loose, dryer installed in closet with solid door, or bad connection in moisture sensor bar circuit or dirty bars. If dryer operates normally but code returns, replace electronic control. E5B no heat. Refer to flow chart dryer does not heat. E68 one of the keys, buttons, is enter function test mode and perform key stuck closed, active. Button test to determine which button is at fault. Carefully free the and perform the test again. If button is free but the key struck code still exists, replace electronic control. E8C high limit thermostat has tripped too many times. Check for blocked lint filter, blocked exhaust, in a certain amount of time. Air leaks around air duct, broken blower fan blades, worn or loose drum seals, dryer installed in closet with solid doors or door seal not correctly seated. EAF microcontroller has been reset. Clear code, exit mode and start dryer. If by internal watchdog timer problem persists, replace electronic. Looked up looks like it is an L. E. D indicator model.
Hey Josh, I found this info online already, but our no has no 3 o'clock position. There is no indicator on the no or any starting position. Do you know what cycle it should be in to be in that position? We have a digital display.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. Press and hold select and cancel buttons simultaneously for 6 seconds to reset the control. The buzzer will sound 1 time and rees will be shown briefly in the display. 2. Immediately after, rotate cycle selector knob 5 turns counterclockwise to the second position from the bottom. Press and hold the options and cancel buttons simultaneously for 2 seconds. The control will enter test mode, the buzzer will sound 3 times and all LEDs will rapidly flash. After entering the test mode, the cycle selector knob can now be rotated to select the following tests. Rotate the cycle selector knob clockwise from the starting position 0 turns, all LEDs will flash. 1 turn, drive motor runs, heat source is on. Drying LED is lit. H and the control thermistor reading will toggle back and forth in the display. 2 turns, drive motor runs, heat source is off. Cool down LED is lit and AF, air fluff, is displayed. 3 turns, drive motor runs, heat source is off. Drying and cool down LEDs are lit and numbers appear in the display showing moisture sensor readings. Opening the door, press in on door switch plunger, and placing a finger on the both moisture sense bars at the same time will make the numbers decrease. In controls that do not have a digit display, the more dry LED should be on. Opening the door, press in on door switch plunger, and placing a finger on the both moisture sense bars at the same time will make the damp LED come on. 4 turns, drive motor runs, heat source is off. Key test, A. When the temperature key is pressed, all the temperature LEDs should light. B. When the dryness key is pressed, all the dryness level LEDs should light. C. When the options or select key is pressed, all the option LEDs should light. D. When the start/pause key is pressed, all the cycle status LEDs should light. E. When the cancel key is pressed, all the cycle status LEDs should light. 5 turns, drive motor runs, heat source is off. Cool down LED is lit. Control thermistor reading is displayed. 6 turns, drive motor runs, heat source is on. Drying LED is lit. Control thermistor reading is displayed. 7 to 11 turns, all LEDs will flash tow exit mode. Press and hold the select and cancel buttons simultaneously for 6 seconds or disconnect power from dryer. Dryer will be reset for regular operation. The results of the function test sequence shows that the LEDs work, motor runs, dryness key works. However, here are the readings from the panel: FLDR04E firmware E01C010016025 12205 471 E6805 80 Let me know how this works out for you.
When I hold the select and cancel button, the buzzer does not sound and the time and reads does not show on display.
Are you doing this with the dryer in standby?
Is standby mode when the display and all the lights on the front are dark?
Yes, when it's all off.
Yeah, I did that. When I hold that combination down, it just beeps and the display shows the time for the cycle selected, but nothing else.
You're going to have to keep trying. If you do not do it right, it can take a couple of tries. You have to hit the 2 and hold them at the same time.
Tried numerous times, and it doesn't seem to be working. Does the knob have to be in a specific position for this? A certain cycle?
Yes, try setting the knob to spin or whatever the position is all the way counterclockwise.
Our dryer does not have a spin cycle and the knob just spins and spins and spins. There is not starting or ending point. It just turns.
Sorry, spin dry or air dry.
We have.
I have never had a problem getting into diagnostics on this model. Try resetting the dryer by unplugging it and plugging it back in again. Then hit cancel start, then cancel again, then press and hold select and cancel buttons simultaneously for 6 seconds.
No luck. As far as cycles, we have bulky, towels, normal, perm press, quick, delicate, and then sometimes settings 15 to 90. No spin or air.
Your problem may be a bad control board. You should be getting into the diagnostics with this sequence. You might have a stuck key. Try removing the control board and inspecting for broken LED lenses or broken push button pins. Also make sure the door is closed while doing test.
How do you remove the control board?
This post will give you word-for-word removal. http://www.how.com/how_7244812_removal frigidaire dryer front panel.html.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.